All right, welcome to another video. Today we're talking all Duke basketball. We're gonna call this first segment the struggles. Is Duke in trouble? So, if you've been watching Duke, you've been able to notice that it's not the same team. Mike Krzyzewski doesn't have that luxury of having those top athletes, so his team is very young this year. And the biggest thing about having a young team is it's going to take time, but you don't get to 1,000 wins by accident, and Mike Krzyzewski will be able to figure it out. So I'm excited to see how this Duke team is going to be. So the first thing I've noticed is we struggle running offense in the half court. So especially with young guys, it's going to take patience and execution. So you see here, we're going to set this side ball screen, but before the screen is even set, we're already running off of it. So we don't actually have any time, or we don't even create an advantage. And getting these young guys to really be patient with their offense, their execution is going to be key. So you see here, we have another little point here. It's going to be spacing. So you see here on the spacing, it's just really little details with this team, but this team can be very good. So you see here, we're standing a little bit too high up. We don't have drives. If we move down to that corner, hold the corner, maybe we have a space to be able to drive and create something for our team. You see, we still get a shot at the rim, but we could still make the job a little bit easier for us. All right, so we got to be able to get paint touches. So 3 best shots in basketball are layups at the rim, free throws, inside out threes, and all of them require us to get to that middle area, the money zone, get into the paint. So you see here, we have a whole possession where the ball never gets to the paint. Again, spacing is key. We got to be able to hold these corners because our gaps are still very, very, very narrow, and it's hard to drive to the basket. So you see here we're going to run a pick. The ball never gets to the paint. So if we're going to use these screens, we got to try to make the defense pay. So see here, defense is switching, but we're not making defense pay for switching. So the ball never got to the paint again on this possession. All right, and something else that I've seen is we struggle against bigs defense in the half court. We're not that big. We're a young team. Here you're going to see another clip against Illinois. All right, so this is against Illinois. So you see here, Illinois knows the ball is going to go to their big man, Kofi Cockburn, 7-footer. They're going to take advantage of that. And they're going to space the floor. They're going to isolate him on the block. And if you're Duke, that's something that you struggle with. You know, you don't have a typical 7-footer. So you got to try to change the game to be able to make it at your advantage. So what do you want? Look how deadly we are right here. We want to have a free flow game. Look how deadly we are once we push the ball in transition. Vertical game. We push. We're looking. Get to the basket. Look, we score within 6 seconds of the shot clock. See here, we're going again. Boom. We move the ball switches sides, and we get a bucket right here. Now, what that will allow us to do is once we score the basketball, we can set up our defense. Now let's get it. Now we add a little bit of full court pressure to this. And we're speeding this game up, forcing the other team to make bad decisions. So you see here, by forcing them to make bad decisions, the other team doesn't have the opportunity to go to their bigs. So now they got to make decisions on the fly. They don't have time to abuse of us in the low post. So you see here, they're running their offense with 14, 13 seconds, short clock. We bait them into speeding because of our full court pressure. It all goes on. It all goes together. So you see here, we're going to make a basket. Make a basket. Getting ready. Our defense is set. Especially when you have young guys, you want to let them loose. So you see here, I'm sure this is something that Mike Krzyzewski is going to do a lot more. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more pressure. So see out of this, they're going to drive to the basket. We're going to get a charge. It's all in the little things. So just by having that, maybe we would create more opportunities for them, more possessions. So you see here, this is my favorite clip right here. We score, we're hyped, cut it down to a 10-point game. We're getting ready to play defense. And now look at this. Now we try to affect the game with our defense, deflections, steals. So you see here, look at the bench. Look at the bench. Look at this. I love this. Love how it gets everybody engaged. This is something that you'll definitely see Duke do a little bit more. So is Duke in trouble? No. I'm sure they're going to be able to figure it out. But this is going to be fun to watch. Thank you guys for sticking around to this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.